All right, lesson 4. Have you ever had it happen where you're just stuck going, bro, I'm confused. I don't even know how I got here. What's going on? Why this is happening? Who's that person? Confusion stinks because it stops us from taking action. We have these beliefs, right? We have choices, and then our choices help us move forward. But when you're confused, guess what? It stops you from making a decision. When you're confused, it stops you from taking action and moving forward. So that's why confusion is such a detractor. That's why confusion stinks. That's why it stops your momentum, keeps you from moving forward. So, how do we get rid of confusion? We're going to show you how to get clear, how to see what's next for you. I want to make a point here. So often we think clarity looks like, I need to have the perfect plan for my life. I know the next 50 years and have them mapped out perfectly. And now I can finally start doing something. Okay, I'm sure you know, that's not how life is. That's not how this works. There is no perfect knowing of everything that's going to happen. But again, you want to know a secret? You only have to know the next thing. As a matter of fact, that's how life is. You kind of only see the next thing, and then you go that far. You only go as far as you can see, and then guess what? You see more. So often people think, oh, I need to understand everything perfectly, and then I can start moving forward. That's just not real. And that's not how it works. In fact, you only really understand what's next by moving forward. Moving forward, making choices, taking actions is actually what makes things clear. So it might be easy and safe just to stay where you are, try to think of all the possibilities of things that could happen, and then I'll do something. But that's not how life works. And besides, you're wired for success. You're built for this. Look at how much you've grown so far, even from just watching these lessons, right? You're an action taker. You're a doer. So be proud of that and keep doing that. That's working for you. So we've talked about this before. Imagine you're putting on a dirty set of glasses. Getting clear, wiping those lenses off, allows you to see things so much more differently. So now, based on everything you've learned, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get out your notebook, and I want you to take a little bit of a minute. We're going to clear off those lenses. I want you to write down 3, 5 things. What are some things that you've learned about yourself? What are some new ways of looking at yourself that you might not have done before? Maybe it's, I'm actually really good at this skill. Maybe I'm really talented at this. I never realized that I am so kind to strangers, that I care deeply. I never realized how important that was. Whatever that looks like for you, write those things down. And then what I want you to do below that, write down what are some areas in my life that I can see, hey, there's some room for me to grow in that. So this isn't looking at everything that's wrong. This is saying, hey, this is good. It could be great. What are some areas for you where, hey, I'm good at this. I can be great at this. Let me ask you, do you believe that? Do you believe that you can be more than good? You can be great at things? What are some of those positive qualities in yourself that you want to keep growing, that you want to highlight? It is important to work on your weaknesses, to work on those things. It's like, man, that's something I'm not proud of, but I can work on. It's also really important to work on your strengths. I'm telling you, when you find those areas that you're super good at, that are strengths for you, that you're like, man, naturally, I'm just good at this. And you put all those together, that's where you find your superpower. So in this exercise, I want you to focus on that. What's my superpower? What are those things I can put together into one super thing that allows me to be the person I want to be? Keep growing. Highlight that. Be proud of that. I want you to recognize it in yourself, and I want you to realize other people might not see that yet, but people will see that. So I want you to see how you are gifted. I want you to know those areas that you will have a superpower in. So for example, it's like when you pick up your phone and the screen's all dirty, you're trying to play a game or you're trying to look at this picture someone sent you and you're like, I can barely make this out. What is going on? Right? And you take a minute, you clean off the screen, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, this actually makes sense. So we got to do that with our mind, our brain all the time. We got to keep it clean. We got to watch for it. We got to keep an eye on it, right? Okay, great. So we kind of work through, here's some areas where I want to keep moving forward in. Let's start making that real. So we're going to plan for action right now. We're going to do stuff. Remember, you're a doer. You get things done. You follow through on your word. You're a person of your word. So I want you to think, what is that area of my life that I feel kind of stuck in? So this is me and you. I want you to take a step back. This is like you, a player, and a coach coming together, and we're going to look at it together and strategize. Hey, what's that one area in your life where you feel stuck, where you don't know what to do next? We're going to use what we learned. We're going to ask a good question. What is one healthy action? What's one thing you can do to move forward? Right? I'm already making the decision. I'm noticing things. I'm going to bring clarity by doing. I'm going to get clear by doing and moving forward. What's one healthy action that you're willing to take today to keep moving forward and to keep being positive? Remember, I'm in control. I master the moment, right? What's one action you want to take when you notice yourself starting to slip back in the old habits? It's real easy to say, hey, when I know I'm here right now and I want to keep moving forward, guess what? We're going to keep planning and noticing for the future. What's one action that, hey, when I start noticing I'm slipping back a little bit, what am I going to do? Maybe it's this question for you. What's one behavior you want to stop doing the most, and why? Why do you want to stop doing that? If you had a new thing to do, like I stopped doing the old thing, I'm doing this new thing, what doors does that open up for you? What new things does that unlock in my life? It's like a video game. You go over these challenges. Hey, if I complete, it's like a video game. Hey, if I complete this side mission, all of a sudden this unlocks all this cool things, this cool treasure, this new opportunity. Actually, I can go out on this whole other mission. This adventure gets unlocked when I'm willing to do something else rather than just do the same old thing I've always done. And then finally, the last question. What is the number one positive, good behavior that I want to keep doing? And then ask yourself, why is that so good? And why do I want to keep doing that? We keep doing different things. I want you to try this as a little bit newer way to process that. I want you to write it down. But then what I want you to do is draw a picture of yourself that represents this good new change that you want to make. Draw it out. What's it look like? And, you don't have to be exactly precise of it's the perfect drawing and it's exactly who I am in proportion and my head is the right size to my arms, everything. Draw what it looks like. Draw what it feels like. Draw what you're seeing. Like, hey, is this me winning? Is this joy? Maybe this just creates freedom. Like, I feel free. I feel open. I feel excited. Draw what that looks like for you. This is the process of change. This is what it looks like. Hey, I see new things. I step in. I'm committing to that. I'm taking action. I know it's just you and me right now. We're talking. We're writing some things. We're drawing some things. This is change. This is what it looks like. This is what you're doing. Maybe if you're not a person who loves drawing, think of other ways that you can show, that you can demonstrate, like, hey, this is what it looks like. You might be the type of person like, I'm going to write a few lines, drop some bars, some poetry about this is what it would sound like if I were to say this. Maybe you're musical. Get out your instrument. Maybe it's a guitar. Is me doing this new thing? Is it excited? Is this me hammering some chords? I'm having a good time? Or is this me like, oh, I'm the calm. I'm gently playing. I'm in control. It's beautiful. It's just the right amount. Whatever that sounds like for you. Or maybe you're kind of an expressive person. I have a really good friend. She is fantastic at dancing. Like, she does things dancing that expresses things. I'm like, I don't know how you did it, but you danced and performed to this song, and I get the emotion. I get your feelings by how you're moving around. Like, it speaks to me in ways I can't even understand. You probably have that ability. What does that look like for you? Draw it out. So, as we're wrapping up here, I want you to know you made a lot of great choices today. You've looked for a lot of new things, and you've committed to things. Imagine and physically see the person that you are right now. You are starting to be that person. What I want you to do is see the new you. When you see the new you, you can be that person. Visualize yourself in a safe and beautiful place, right? I can see that future. I can see things going well. How does it feel? What do you notice? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? Like I said, maybe it's the excitement, maybe it's the peace. But notice, you are that person. This isn't just some fun exercises you're doing with Luke that the Heart Has No Limit team worked on to make. This is what it feels like. You are that new person. I don't even want to say becoming, because you already are. You're doing the things. You're feeling the feelings. What else is there to being? That's what being is. So you made so much progress today. You've done so many cool things. Take that in a moment. This is the type of person I am. Picture yourself moving forward into that with confidence. Remember that energy. Where is it? Maybe it's excitement and out. Maybe it's grounded. Maybe it's, hey, my feet are so firmly on the ground right now. I am so certain that I am going to do good things. This is who I am, so this is what I do. So keep that in your mind. Remember, anytime you're feeling troubled, remember, anytime you're feeling that stress, that anxiety, you're noticing that things outside of you, you can flip the switch inside by thinking those new things. By literally like, hey, I'm not going to look at what's out there. I'm going to choose what I look at. And it's those things that I can see are in front of me. It might not feel like I am that person right now, but I'm going to choose to look at that. I'm going to choose to look at the energy, the person I'm becoming. And when you do that, that's who you become. So there'll be lots of challenges. Remember, you're a person of integrity. You're a person of character. You're a person of your word. There will be challenges where people say, oh, no, that's not you. Right? Have you ever been dismissed like that? It stinks, right? When someone's like, no, that's not you. You get the choice to say, actually, this is who I am. You don't need to see it because I see it. And when you have that confidence. You're clear. You know exactly what to do next. I'm excited for you. Keep moving forward. I'm excited for you. Let's keep going.